I'm Father John Geaney of the Paulist Fathers, and you're watching Psalm Sense. You know, in the past few weeks, more so than at any time in the past year, let's say, I've been noticing an enormous amount of anti-Semitism all around us. And I'm wondering to myself, where is all this coming from? Why is it that famous people are inviting clearly anti-Semitic people to their homes for dinners and lunches? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's almost as if World War II never existed and that the Holocaust never happened. Well, folks, World War II and the Holocaust did happen. And the result was that more than 6 million Jews were killed. Now, when something like that happens, it's important, it seems to me, for us to look to God and ask God, what is going on here? To look into our scriptures that are helping us understand more about God. And when we do that, sure enough, we run right up against the Psalms, and the Psalms are saying to us, "Why are you cast down, my soul? Why groan within me?" Well, the reason we're upset or concerned, why we are upset by God's presence in not by God's presence in our lives, but by the terrible things that are going on around us. And one of those things is anti-Semitism. Now, the people who wrote the Psalms, King David, he isn't anti-Semitic. He's a Jew. And much of what he had to say is about his people, all of whom are Jews. So you may wonder, how did he speak to this particular problem in our lives? And he said, "Hope in God. I will praise him yet again, my saving presence and my God." So that's really what we have to do. We have to help ourselves to realize that we need to trust in God and hope that in our everyday life, we will find others who are as free as we are, as human as we are, as wonderful as we can be, who will not be anti-Semitic. Now, it isn't just the anti-Semitism that's going around. It's also the fact that people take to the net and make their views known. And that conversation continues to happen. Again and again, we hear the anti-Semitic trope. And that leads eventually to us not really loving other people. We do things like murder people at Club Q, and we make sure that people die in grocery stores for reasons we really cannot understand. And we see what's going on in our society, and we wonder, how can this keep going? And at that time, we need to turn to God. And the psalmist says again in Psalm 43, "You, O God, are my strength. Why have you rejected me? Why do I go mourning, oppressed by the foe?" Have we thought about that? That it is we who are being oppressed, and not just the people we talk about sometimes so badly, making them the objects of our ire? The psalmist goes on further and he says, "They," meaning the people of God, "will bring me to your holy mountain, to the place where you dwell." And that's where we need to be, so that all this anti-Semitism and this vulgar hurting of one another, just to do the hurting, can disappear. For Psalm Sense, I'm Father John Geaney. My time is up. I thank you for yours.